Why Minecraft Bedrock Edition is better than Java Edition. If you ask the majority of people, they'll say Minecraft Java Edition is the best version of Minecraft, and is way better than the Bedrock version. However, I'm someone that plays Minecraft Bedrock Edition most and prefers it. So in this video, I'm going to explain why. Now, I'm not going to research a bunch of points because that seems a little bit unfair. Instead, I'm just going to list through some things that I prefer about the Bedrock Edition version of the game. So starting off with Minecraft Bedrock Edition has crossplay. You can play from Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Pocket Edition, and PC, and all play together. Not only on servers and realms, but also on worlds. You can join worlds on Minecraft, and you can add people through the Microsoft accounts and not have to host a server or pay for one or use a mod or anything like that. Just straight from within inside of the Minecraft game itself. This makes it a lot easier and more accessible to be able to play with your friends or even play with random people online, as it's safe to be able to add them easily and join their worlds or they join your worlds. Another reason the Minecraft Bedrock Edition is better than Java Edition is the optimization. For Java Edition, if you talk to a Java player, they talk about having to need Optifine or some sort of other optimization mod to be able to even run the game. Oh, Java Edition's fine if you have this mod, if you have XYZ, but on Bedrock, you can just run it from the default launcher with no problems, no mods needed, no add-ons, or anything. Yes, there are options to be able to have clients and stuff to make the game run smoother and better, but you don't need these, whereas on Java Edition, for a lot of people, they make it at least sound like a requirement to have mods just for a good quality of life and just to be able to enjoy and play the game. There's also a lot of other smaller features on the Bedrock Edition side. For example, using cauldrons to be able to dye armor instead of a crafting table. The cauldrons just look really cool with the dyed water in them to be able to dye your leather armor. And also, the armor stands have poses and different positions that you can put them in, which allows for a lot more customizability and customization. Minecraft Bedrock Edition also has a much better UI. So if we go to the main menu screen, for example, you'll be able to see this UI. And you can see your worlds, and you can see a preview of your world, and the UI just feels a lot more fluid and a lot more modern than Minecraft Java Edition. You can save different screenshots for your world images if you want to, or you can use whatever the most recent frame of your world is. And it's not only this either, also the setting screens both in and outside the game are a lot more organized. So they have these different categories, different images down the side, and they're split into different categories, but they don't all look the same like on the Java Edition. So if we go to Advanced, for example, as you can see, this is here. Some of these are on and off switches, some of them are buttons, some of them are sliders or text boxes, but they are all different and they all look different, and they're easier to navigate than on Minecraft Java Edition, where all of the menus just look the same. They don't have images or different colors and stuff on their menus. Minecraft Bedrock Edition is a newer version of the game. It's made in C++, whereas Java is made on Java, which is a coding language. And C++ is a lot more modern, it's a lot better for modern day gaming, and it allows for a lot more advanced features and stuff. And because Minecraft Java Edition is so old, it takes a lot of effort for them to update things, for example, the graphics engine or anything like that. When they do update it, it messes up all the mods and data packs. But on Bedrock Edition, as it's so much of a newer version of the game, it has a lot of these more advanced features like vibrant visuals, inbuilt shaders that you can use without needing Optifine. Java Edition is trying to get that as of the time of recording this video, but they're having issues or having to redo a lot of the game to be able to implement it. Bedrock Edition is just made with the future in mind. And one example of this is the Minecraft Marketplace. Now, I'm going to get a lot of hate for putting this as a positive thing, but I generally think it is a positive thing. You see, there's a marketplace on Minecraft Bedrock. Yes, you can still get mods for free online. A lot of people don't realize this, but you can, at least on phones and PC. It's really easy. On console, it's more limited, but that's because of Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft limiting it, not Minecraft wanting to limit it. But you can still get skins, you can still get all sorts of free, all your maps, mods, add-ons, anything you do want, like you can on Java Edition. However, on Minecraft Bedrock Edition, there is also the Minecraft Marketplace. And the Minecraft Marketplace is a great way to be able to support map creators, mod creators, and anything like that. Yes, you could use a free mod on Java Edition and then support the Patreon or however that person makes money through their mods, but realistically, do you do that? Does anybody do that? Whereas on Bedrock Edition, there's a system in place to be able to support the people that make the awesome stuff. For example, actions and stuff, something I have brought on there, which honestly is so good, adds new animations and stuff. It should be a vanilla option. And the same goes for other things like Better on Bedrock, RLcraft, and a bunch of other mod packs and add-ons and resource packs on the Minecraft marketplace. Some stuff is expensive, and it would be nice if there was a little bit more motivation and if they double checked if stuff was actually good, better, and like, you know, more optimized and actually was worth the money. However, ultimately it's up to the individuals if they want to buy something or not, and you can still get a lot of mods, including some of the ones on the marketplace with a slightly more outdated like updates and stuff, for free as well. So it's a nice option and a nice way to be able to support the creators and to ensure that they can keep making mods, maps and stuff. And a lot of the Bedrock marketplace creators also make stuff for Java for free, or just make stuff in Java as well, but having the option to be able to monetize it through Bedrock and through the Bedrock marketplace allows them to be able to provide free content for Java Edition as well. Bedrock also has the ability to bridge by just looking down and placing blocks, which is a really cool feature. Obviously that's mainly there for phones and stuff, but it's also really good for keyboard, mouse and stuff like that. It has the old school Minecraft combat. It doesn't have the attack cooldowns, which is personally something I hate. On Java Edition, I wouldn't be able to spam my sword. You'd have to use the new combat, and I know a lot of people don't mind the new combat now. A lot of people still play old servers or use plugins and stuff to revert it to the old combat on Java, but personally, as someone who has low vision, who has no vision in one eye, low vision in the other, I can't see the attack cooldown on Java, and it basically means the game is really difficult for me to play and to be able to actually like do well. I'm thinking of maybe doing a video where I try Minecraft Java Edition Survival for the first time, because it's been an awful long time since I've had a Java Edition Survival world. So let me know if you'd like to see that in the comment section down below. But when I have tried to play the odd bit of Java, one thing that I do really struggle with is the combats, because it's just not really accessible because of the fact that it has the combat system that's like the new combat and stuff. Something else that I love about Bedrock Edition is the ability to have Preview be a separate version of the game. On Java Edition, if you use a default launcher, I know there are other launchers and stuff, you either have to pick between, you know, a snapshot, or you have to pick between the new version of the game, and you have to keep changing your version or your profile on there. But on Bedrock Edition, it's two separate applications, so I can type in Minecraft and I can get Minecraft Preview or the vanilla Minecraft version of the game. And this just means that I can have both open at the same time. I can be playing Preview and playing the most recent up-to-date release. You can also add all of the new Minecraft features to your existing worlds after a while. Because Minecraft Bedrock gets a lot more frequent updates, eventually they all become available under an experimental toggle before the updates are fully released. And this means that you don't have to use the preview versions, and you can test these features. Of course, they might have issues and stuff on your actual Minecraft worlds, which is really cool, as it means that if you play on a version that doesn't have preview, which is only Nintendo Switch now, but if you play on Switch and it doesn't have preview, or if you just, you know, want to try the features on your actual world and don't want to wait for the full update, you can do that. On Minecraft Java Edition, sometimes they do have this if there's like a bug fix and stuff, but you also can't seem to be able to go into the world settings and enable this on existing worlds from within inside of the game, unless I just can't find it. It's not really an option. You'd have to make like a new world. You can't just make like a copy and do that, at least from what I can tell. Something else that's really cool about Bedrock Edition is the ability to see your coordinates on screen at all time, and to be able to see your days played without needing the whole F3 screen. You can now customize the F3 screen to hide different elements, but on Bedrock Edition, it's as simple as just turning on game rules, and you can see that information, the important information on your screen, without all of the clutter of all the other F3 features that you don't need. Bedrock does have a lot of the Java Edition features, and you can get resource packs and stuff to be able to use different features as well. You can add them to your global resources, but it also doesn't have like a lot of the unnecessary ones for the majority of players, and it's quite easy to be able to use. Something else that's really cool about Bedrock Edition is the featured servers. There's servers on Bedrock which are featured, so you don't need to know IPs. If you go to the multiplayer tab on Minecraft Java Edition and you want to play a server, you need to go online, you have to find a server IP, then you need to make sure your friends join the same server IP, and then they're on the same like version, they're on the same update. On Bedrock Edition, everybody is automatically on the newest update of Minecraft. Now, it does suck that you can't switch versions without like third-party launches and stuff, but there are ways to if you want to downgrade your version. However, because everybody is on the same version or the most recent version to play multiplayer, it means these servers actually use features that are new to the game. You know, they can actually use the newest updates and stuff, whereas if you are on Minecraft Java Edition, a lot of the servers are stuck in, say, 1.8 PvP or 1.8 combat, which does really suck, because it means you can't use any of these new cool features because not everybody is playing on all of the recent versions. A lot of people play on the old versions, so therefore they are stuck to having to keep features actually available for the old versions, for the old combat, and can't introduce any of these new cool features or updates. But featured servers also just make it a lot easier for people to be able to play together. As, for example, if I had a friend that didn't really ever play Minecraft before and we wanted to play Bed Wars or Sky Wars, I could just be like, go on your Minecraft Bedrock edition, you know, go on Minecraft, and then go to the servers tab, and then click on like CubeCraft, for example, or Hive, and you can play on that. And there's also a lot more featured servers coming with a lot more cool stuff. For example, the Mob Maze one, which released recently. I think there was another one released recently as well. And they're releasing more featured servers or partnered servers. I think there's a difference where like partnered servers is a marketplace team people, like people that work on and make like marketplace stuff doing servers, which will be a bit more like monetized. And then there's the featured servers that are more like the traditional Java edition servers that, you know, are more like not like pay to win, or not like, you know, you don't have to use coins or whatever, or the option isn't there as much for like in-game advantages, and only like out-of-game stuff like cosmetic skins and stuff. Honestly, I could go on for ages about why I prefer Bedrock Edition. You know, it had inbuilt ray tracing that's been removed now for the shaders and stuff, or isn't really supported as well and has kind of been cancelled, but it had that, which Java Edition never had. I like how the commands work on Bedrock Edition. The UIs for the command blocks just seem a lot more fluid, even though there's a lot more limited features for command blocks because it hasn't got NBT and stuff. What it does have works really well and is quite self-explanatory. I also like just generally the accessibility for Bedrock Edition. I can use a magnifier on Bedrock Edition from within inside the game itself. I can play full screen, I can record the screen, and hopefully it doesn't look blurry for you guys, and I can use my magnifier. Because I have low vision, I need to be able to zoom into things like chests, I need to be able to zoom into things like menus, and I can zoom in right now and you guys wouldn't even know I'm zoomed in. But on the Java Edition, by default at least, unless you like mess about with the settings a bunch and you make it launch in a certain aspect ratio, or unless you have it stretched, or you use like a windowed, like a borderless windowed full screen mode, you can't use the magnifier at the same time as recording, as playing on the game as well. It just doesn't work, it's not as fluid, and I just wouldn't be able to play Java Edition. I know a workaround now to be able to do that, to set your resolution in the settings to like launch at a better resolution, like a full screen resolution, even though it's not full screen, and that seems to work and not be that stretched and stuff for like the videos. But it still is annoying that you have to do that, whereas on the Bedrock Edition I can just do it straight out of like the gate and not have to worry about like setting up all of those different settings and options and making sure it's all correct and all of that. Honestly, I could keep going. Let me know in the comments below what you like about Minecraft Bedrock Edition or Java Edition, and why you think whichever version you prefer is better. Java Edition does also have some really good features, so if this video gets a lot of support, if there's a lot of engagement, a lot of comments and stuff, I am down to do a version for Java Edition. Again, just going on to Java Edition and out of the top of my head without researching it like I haven't researched for the Bedrock Edition side, I will say what I prefer about Java, because Java does still have some cool features, even though I personally prefer Bedrock Edition. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think.